What's up, Supreme Team, and welcome to the channel. It's your girl, DYANAROZAY, and I'm here to bring you guys the latest in news and reality TV tea, okay? We are talking Britt. You guys, she has a lot of secrets in the closet, and they are rolling out in the worst way. I'm not sure why people who want to keep things a secret show up on reality TV. The whole purpose is to expose your life, the stuff you have in the light and the dark. And it's unfortunate because she's only been on for 6 episodes, but already we know way too much. And I'm about to give you guys even more. So stick around for that. We're going to talk about Angela Oakley because she is going to help expose a lot of these things. Okay. And even we're going to talk about Tisha from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all, she was out happily dating, okay, outside. I'm going to tell you guys with who in just a second, but I need every single one of y'all to hit my like button first. Hit the like button, share the video, please, and thank you. Become a subscriber if you are not already, all right? All opinions are alleged, but I am going to get into it. I'm going to back it up, okay? I'm going to back it up. So let's get it started, all right? We're going to start it first with Kenya and Britt. Okay, here's some tea for y'all. We know that Britt and Kenya are into it hot and heavy right now. Britt said that Kenya needs to humble herself. She needs to apologize. She needs to get on all fours and kiss the ring. She is out here telling everybody right now it's all Kenya's fault. And nobody should be saying anything other than that. It's Kenya's fault. She's nasty. She's dirty. She's low down. All the things, right? And Kenya is fighting back quietly. I think she is anyway. She's, said she was going to give her own confessionals and put her story out there. And it looks like she's going to take her time in doing it. So I'm really interested in seeing what she's going to say with that. But y'all, I heard over there on Portia for Real's page that on the night it happened, both Kenya and Britt were extremely remorseful, and that Kenya was hoping that she would get to film and make amends with Britt. Okay, check that out. According to Portia Williams, Kenya was extremely remorseful after it happened when she went home that night, despite being threatened with a pow pow, and was trying to figure out if there was any way she could make amends with Britt, assuming that it was going to happen on camera and that Bravo was going to allow her to do it. But we all know that Bravo stopped filming with Kenya that night, okay, the night that it happened. But she said that it was both Kenya and Britt. So even though they are both laced up with their boxing gloves right now and, doing the most, doing the most for the most part, it's interesting to know exactly what went down the night it actually happened. Okay. So talk to me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about that. Kenya also said that Britt and Angela Oakley are going to get into it something awful. She said that Angela is going to ride Britt's ass for the rest of the season. She said she's going to have that girl in a chokehold. Okay. So we are going to have to see what happens. But it started last night in episode 6, y'all, when Angela called Britt out for insurance fraud. Okay, so check this out. This is part of the episode that was cut from the scene, but RHOA season 16, episode 6. This is the synopsis, and it says, after Kenya's event, the group begins picking up the pieces. Kelly's peace brunch erupts into chaos when Angela questions Britt about fraud accusations. That is the description, okay? Now, when we see the clip, if you watched the episode last night, the scene starts with Shamia saying, Britt lost her insurance license because of what Kenya did in showing the explicit photos. When Shamia says that, Angela says, oh my God, on what grounds, right? What was the cause is what she asked her. And immediately Britt flies off the handle. So we know something's going on with Britt. It might have to do with that ring, because the other thing that Britt says that they kept in the scene was, what is going on with that ring? Why don't you own your part and tell us what's going on with the ring? The ring that she felt, so she needed to defend so hard, that she thought Kenya was coming for her ring. In the scene, Angela says, tell us what's really going on with that ring. So I don't know if there was some insurance fraud on her, maybe insuring a piece of jewelry. I don't know. Y'all, we are going to see, because this is going to continue to roll out, okay? What we need to know right now is that Britt is clearly milking shit for all it's worth. The night that incident happened, maybe within a few days, a few short days, if not 1, 2, okay? They were filming that scene, the brunch scene, and Britt had already told Shamia she lost her license because of it. So it looks like she's trying to make Kenya the fall guy for something, okay? For something else. She has a lot of secrets, like I said, okay? That's the first thing. What y'all need to know is the state of Georgia wasn't looking at that girl's license at all. And even though she came out on Watch What Happens Live and later said it was under investigation, they didn't find any cause, and I still have my license. Okay, girl. Look, there was an article written up on Yahoo Entertainment, and you can see the date. It says February 25th, 2025. So not that long ago. Okay. Britt signed a 3-year contract with Allstate in 2020, but only 2 years in, Britt had already completed her contract. Completed or got tossed out on your ass? Which one? Because if that was the case, 2020, and you completed your contract in 2 years, that meant that you would have been done in 2022, correct? Not in 2024 when you guys were filming. There's a 2-year discrepancy there when you were trying to place that on Kenya. You had already wrapped up in 2022. The only person who would have cared about your past would have been Allstate, right? Because you're working for a major company, and maybe they have some sort of morality clause there. But you made us think that you had your own agency, right? So it says Britt signed the contract, a 3-year contract with Allstate in 2020, but only 2 years in, Britt had already completed her contract, as her sales were just that high. After this sale, Britt took her winnings and decided to try something different. In the same field, though, and now she owns a company called Agency Jumpstart, where she coaches and sells insurance education tools to agents and prospects in the field. So she doesn't even sell insurance herself anymore. She's a teacher. I'm not even sure if she requires a license to be a teacher. So like I said, all this stuff is being exposed about her. Her LinkedIn has also been talked about. People said, look, your LinkedIn says that you resigned as an Allstate insurance agent back in April of 2023. So again, much later, much earlier than what you were blaming Kenya for. And then look, Britt had a statement of her own that she put on her IG stories because a whole lot of people are talking about it. I caught it when she put it up at 12 minutes. And she said, if you tuned in to last night's episode of RHOA, I mentioned that my license was under investigation, not lost. No, you told Shamia that your license was lost. And then when Angela checked you on it, and really she just asked a question, you had to come clean. Britt goes on to say that the mortgage loan officers are not versed on licensed insurance agents. It's a completely different field of work. And when your job is of public trust, it is important to investigate claims of fraud. And then she put case dismissed is what I think she meant, or class dismissed. Okay, hashtag class dismissed and hashtag still got love for her though. So I don't know who she was referring to in this, okay, but it is what it is. But I've talked to some people who are insurance agents and have their own license, and they said no, Britt is an independent broker. She does not require, she doesn't have to worry about her past unless she has some sort of past that involves fraud or something of that nature. So now, again, a lot of us are wondering what is going to be said next or what's going to come out next. But Angela Oakley, Angela Oakley, who said in the episode last night that she too holds an insurance license, knows a lot about the business. And she called her out on insurance fraud. So, small community, she probably knows a lot more than what they showed on that episode, you guys. Now let's talk about Tisha Scott, child, because she was outside and holding hands and kissing and all kinds of stuff, child. Happily dating outside in the Alabama streets. Do y'all want to know who she was dating? Well, no other than her doggone husband. Y'all know what it is to get Marceau to go outside with Tisha, but he was outside at the Southern Cup, child, and she was ear to ear. She had this man, had her hand around his arm, walking in with them big old legs on, child, and she wanted people to know they were together. Look at Marceau posing, okay? I think he practiced that in the mirror. They look good though. They was out in that hot Alabama sun, child, and kissing each other and everything on camera. This is a man who barely could say he loved her, didn't want to renew the vows with her, nothing. Now they are in therapy, okay? They are in therapy and they are showing themselves to be a couple, not only in the house, but outside the house too, okay? Is this a win for Tisha or nah? I don't know why that made me laugh. Is this a win for Tisha Scott or no? She probably thinks so, okay? It's her husband, so yeah, it's a win. Tisha is, she is proud of her man. She said people are going to stop coming for her and her damn marriage. And she has Marceau outside claiming her. For real, claiming her. So y'all talk to me in the comments and let me know what y'all think about all of it, okay? Please and thank you. Don't forget to hit that like button and share the video. Become a subscriber if you are not already. Make sure you are following me on all my platforms at DYANAROZAY. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me, and I'll check you on the next one.